Since first stepping in front of MuchMusic's national cameras in 1992, Bill Welychka has become one of Canada's most recognizable television personalities. He is now taking us behind the scenes in his new book, Bill Welychka, A Happy Has-Been. Exciting times and lessons learned by one of Canada's foremost entertainment journalists. Hi.
Hi, Emily.
Okay.
Thanks for having me, by the way, and I got to give huge props to everyone that works here. You have a great product on the air.
Thank you.
It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, we love it.
From the receptionist to the camera people to the on-air people to the producers to the control room. Thanks for having me.
It's why we're all still here.
And everyone's happy, which is the most important thing.
It's true. Speaking of happy has-been, you're not a has-been. Why do you call yourself that?
I love that, though.
Like, you work in Kingston at CKWS, my old stomping ground, where I actually started broadcasting.
Big shoes to fill.
And that's not being a has-been, Bill.
To some I am, though. When I look, and I talk about this in the book, to some, they might remember me if you don't live in the GTA, or if you don't, if you live in the West or in the East and you might hear my name, they're like, I think the reaction would be, oh, I remember that guy. Yeah. Where is he dead now? Whatever happened to him?
Why? Because MuchMusic doesn't really exist anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, oh, he's still working in television? Oh, he must be a has-been then. Oh. So I have fun with that.
Yes, it's like a running joke.
And there are people that know me and have followed my career from day one. And there are people in Kingston that don't even, or Eastern Ontario, that don't know that I had a music journalistic past.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, so it encompasses all that. So but the most important part of the word is happy in the title.
Exactly. And now your career, it spans so many, I don't want to say so many decades because you're still a young guy.
I started when I was 7.
Right. So many decades. What inspired you to finally put it all down on paper?
I've just been asked about a book for years, and I would always think, I don't know if anyone's going to care. I don't know. I didn't have a cure for cancer. All I did was interview rock stars for a living. But when I got to Kingston, I got asked to write a column for the Whig Standard about my life and career. And I thought, okay, it might last 3 or 4 months. It went for 5 years.
Wow.
And then during COVID, I kept getting asked to do all these podcasts. All these new podcasts were coming up. And they want to talk about my life and my career. And again, it was like, I don't know if anyone's going to care. So I started writing stuff down one day and these stories that I was relating. And then one day I just started banging away at my computer.
Yeah.
And then about 6 months later, I'm realizing, I think this is a book. I think
people might read this.
I think, yeah. And then I finished the book in late 2022. I found a great publisher at the beginning of the year that said, we can have it out later this year. It's your 35th anniversary of working in television. This MuchMusic doc is coming out. And so everything is converging at once in the past several months. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I still have a full-time job in television.
Well, I'm a little intimidated to interview you because a lot of the book talks about your very unique and real and incredible approach to interviewing. And I mean, you used to make people cry like stars, and not because, they were so embarrassed.
It wasn't the goal.
Well,
no.
I know, but because you got so in depth and so deep, and they trusted you, and they allowed you into their personal space. Like that is such a huge accomplishment when you're doing an interview. I know because I do them all the time, but I don't think I've ever had anybody cry.
Well, you know what? I don't think there's anything odd about my style, and that is just be honest, completely open and honest. And I approach every interview the same, and that is, it's their time to shine. I know some interviewers approach it as like, well, I'm a star interviewing a star, and I've always sort of fought against that. And the idea is, make it a pleasant experience for the interviewee, make it a great experience for the audience who's spending time watching, and make everyone happy.
Yeah.
And get the story out, and everyone has a story.
It's true.
And essentially for 35 years, that's all I've done is tell people stories. And what a fortunate position to be in.
Yeah, you've done an incredible job. A Happy Has-Been, of course, this is the book. We have 30 seconds left. I need to know your craziest interview. Like, who was the interview you walked away and you were like, that was nuts?
There's been so many of them.
I know, but you can only give me one because I've got 30 seconds and I'm being yelled at.
You know what? Probably all the members of Led Zeppelin. I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan. I've interviewed Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, John Paul Jones at separate times.
And?
I had a Led Zeppelin poster in my locker.
That's amazing.
And it's happened, I call them perfect circles, and the book is full of them, where it's like, I can't believe this person was such a huge part of my life growing up.
It's so cool.
And now we're bonding and hanging out.
And I think a lot of people can relate to that huge part of their lives with these rock stars, but not all of them are as lucky as you are to be able to chat with them. But you can live vicariously through Bill with a happy husband. Thanks for being here, Bill.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.